It's got to the goal line and in. Khalif Raymond. Touchdown, Detroit.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we'll get to see a pair of teams who fought multiple times in the Super Bowl. It's the Miami Dolphins and the Washington Commanders, and it's coming up next.
Commanders Field holds a little more than 80,000, and they have come out in droves here in Landover, Maryland. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis on hand. Kickoff just moments away. Charles, quickly, keys to the game.
For me, it's coaching. Who prepared his team the best going into this one to give them the confidence to believe that they would win the game? That's who's going to come out of this one on top.
Here's Jason Sanders now to get this one started. And off we go in our nation's capital. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. So the Commanders make their way out on offense for the first time here. And it's the rookie Jaden Daniels, the number 2 overall pick, leading the way.
And he was the number 2 overall pick in the draft because he is special. A dual threat athlete at the quarterback position. Beats you with his arm and his legs, and runs the ball better than any quarterback since maybe Lamar Jackson came out of Louisville. But with that being said, he's got to be smart about how he runs the football. He puts himself in position to take some big shots. He's got to be on the field and available for him and his team to be successful.
Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Here's Daniels. This is swung out to Eckler. So they'll get nothing out of that play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop.
And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. They dial up the corner blitz that time, and it delivers to the tune of a 9-yard loss.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. So on 4th down, Washington going to call on Tress Way to punt it away. Braxton Berrios deep for Miami. And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. The Dolphins take the field with Tua Tagovailoa, their quarterback from Alabama, at the helm.
And when you watch him play, everything just looks like it comes so naturally to him. When he's dialed in and finds that zone, passes are crisp, he sees the field really well, and he takes charge as the leader of this offense.
Tua and the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at their own 37. They'll send the tight end in motion left. Tua sets up to pass it. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the 1st.
And that play came together really well for them as he found open space, makes the catch, and gets down to the 1-yard line. You know he's kicking himself right now. He thought he had a chance to get a touchdown and put that in his ledger. Instead, his team gets a chance to cash in over these next few plays.
A Miami 1st down on the 14-yard pickup.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Tua going to throw. That's Waddle. He's got the catch on the out route. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. So from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd and a yard. Hill going to go in motion right. Now a fake on the jet sweep and a give to Mostert. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. An excellent run there coming from out wide.
And we used to consider these jet sweeps to be gadget plays or something a little bit unusual, right? But now most teams have some version of this play in their playbook. And I think it's a lot because of the receivers that are being developed nowadays. These guys look like running backs even though they're playing out on the perimeter.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Chances are good he's going to be a very busy guy. 2 catches already in his opening drive, and they were looking his way for a 3rd.
I think they put this defense on notice that that could be a really, really frequent combination. That is caught by Waddle. Touchdown, Miami. Jalen Waddle with an amazing diving catch. And the Dolphins are on the board first here this afternoon. Both sides of the football in sync early. You force the 3 and out, and then you take it down, score points.
You know what that tells me? They sold their game plan really well. Head coach said, listen, we're just going to stop them on 3 and out. We're going to take the ball downfield and score. But he also told them how it was going to happen. They're going to run this. We're going to stuff it. Then we're going to take the ball. They won't be able to keep up with us. And they got it done.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it's now a 7-0 game. So that drive 7 plays in length. And it was finished off by a Jalen Waddle touchdown.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And a nifty return there all the way across the 40. Now Washington going to retake the field for drive number 2. And these guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
From the 42-yard line, here's the 2nd down and 9. Eckler, they run left side. And very little daylight there. They'll get a couple up to the 44.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from our nation's capital, and it's Washington in possession of the football as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Daniels looking to throw. And he's got McCaffrey open, complete. And he's going to have a Commanders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Running on first down, Eckler. And he's got it to about the 40.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
To the air goes Daniels. He'll get this to Eckler. Skirts by him at the 35. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. That's nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. We always hear a lot of veterans on the defensive side of the football. They talk about smelling blood in the water, putting pressure on a rookie. They got to him there to force it free, but couldn't recover it.
And you mentioned the pressure. Rookie quarterback, you're going to bring more pressure at him at all times because you don't know how he's going to hold up. He was fortunate there. Luck was on his side, able to recover that fumble.
The fumble on first down now. Here's second down. Operating from the gun, Daniels. It's brought in by Jamison Crowder. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards. A great job there, Charles, just to hold down, absorb that contact. I guess that's the risk you take catching the ball toward the middle of the field.
It is, and if you're going to gain yardage, you're going to have to go there at some point. But how about the read, okay? The eyes on that play, stepping out from the middle of the field and really making a big hit. Did not get free, but boy, that's a tough area to go into when you're going into his spot.
Two minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Daniels. On the catch, it's Crowder. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. It'll go as a gain of 4, and that'll bring up second down.
Here we go.
From the shotgun, it's Daniels. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And the Commanders are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
Well, they're certainly not shied away from throwing the football as they've leaned on their quarterback to start this game. 4 straight passes right out of the gate, with that last one earning them a new set of downs.
Now this is going to be a quarterback draw. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make second down pretty tough.
No question, he's so dangerous down here near the goal line. The safeties, they have to be involved in run support against a quarterback like this. And in turn, they're going to ask their teammates to be involved as well.
He's got it. Touchdown, Commanders. Brian Robinson Jr., a 5-yard touchdown. And the Commanders are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Well, with this rookie QB, we talk a lot about his ball placement and how good he can be at laying it right in there. I think we just saw, Charles, though, the strength of that arm. That was an absolute rifle for the completed touchdown.
It absolutely was, and let's face it, you think he was really ready to get that first touchdown? Absolutely. He threw that pass with authority, just as you described. Big-time arm right there, and let's face it, a lot of quarterbacks used to be pitchers in baseball. The fastball was usually their best pitch, and we saw it there.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Dolphins taking over now late in this first half. And with a little under a minute to play, they may be looking to pick up some yardage here, maybe try and come up with a field goal to seize the lead before intermission. Over the middle and complete to Waddle. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field. for a big gainer and a first down.
The tight end in motion right. Looking to pass. Tua. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. It's a gain of 20 as we wind down near 20 seconds left in the quarter. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Open man is Waddle, complete. And he will have a first down here as they get into field goal range, down just shy of the 20. Tua, the final shot before half. Another catch there for Waddle. And with the clock reading zeros, he is into the end zone. What an exclamation mark to the end of this second quarter.
Indeed. Indeed. Well, my education continues in this game, I've got to tell you, because there's not an analyst in the world that would have said pass up the field goal here, go for it, and expect for it to be successful, and it was. I mean, they're playing this one just like a video game.
Especially for the final play of the first half to have the guts to do that. But I guess, what do we say? The end will justify the means, right?
No doubt about it. For you and me, we live, we learn.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that makes the score 14-7. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach!
We were certainly treated to an entertaining first half. Both these teams with some high points and maybe a couple of low points as well. So it's going to be a question of who can be the most disciplined team going forward.
Okay, Coach. Yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Out comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys will.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. And he will bring this one back. An interception return for a Commanders touchdown.
You and I have talked about adjustments so many times during games. Remember, it's really series to series, but coming out after the half, that's a big opportunity, a big time to come out and make one of those plays that can change a game.
Yeah, first play of the third quarter. So offensively you think of adjustments, but right defensively, maybe you're playing a hunch, you have an adjustment to make.
Yeah, I think sometimes they have that special in there that, hey, they've run this type of play all in the first half. If you see it, go get it.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And we are tied at 14. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Miami's offense set and ready to go. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half. Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 at their own 22. Hill going to go in motion right, and they're going to give it to him on the jet sweep. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
I think the reason this play is so successful is not just the blocking at the point of attack, but how about the speed at which he takes the handoff? He's in motion already, so he's not coming from a flat start like a running back often is. He's in a full run by the time he gets the football.
And that is well read there defensively. He was looking to use his speed to get the edge, but they said no way. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. but the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Out of the gun on 3rd down, here's Tua. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3.
And the throw and the catch were just fine, but against zone coverage when you run a drag route, what you're hoping for is he makes the catch and makes someone miss, and they don't there. Very difficult route to run when everyone has their eyes back towards the quarterback and they're able to see the route develop.
That one tipped, and it's incomplete. Well, good hands there defensively at 2nd down. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Throw left side, complete. That's Hill. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 24-yard line. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd. That time on the run-pass option when he decided to throw it. Not a quick little drop-off. He went downfield a bit.
Reminiscent of a triple option quarterback in college because he faked it inside, and instead of immediately throwing it out to the perimeter, stepped back in the pocket to find a target downfield.
And that nearly intercepted. Well, the free safety roaming into position almost had it, but it's 2nd down. That's going to be caught by Waddle. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. These two have hooked up 9 times now this afternoon as they pick up the first. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying, no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
Now Tua. And that incomplete, nearly intercepted. But remember, he had his hands on one earlier, had 1 pick. Could have been his 2nd, but instead it's 4th down.
They converted twice on 3rd down that drive already, but couldn't make it a 3rd. We always talk about in-game adjustments. How about what the defense did there, able to shut them down on that attempt?
Touchdown, Dolphins! Tua fighting his old Alabama teammate Jalen Waddle. And the Dolphins have moved out in front here in the final minute of the 3rd quarter. Had the option to hand that one off or run it himself, but instead, a really easy, quick pass.
I like the way they made a decisive decision and got it right to the receiver. One move later, he's in the end zone.
Sanders on for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. So that drive spans 13 plays. And it was finished off by a Jalen Waddle touchdown. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, and they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive, so we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, and that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time. Are you ready to go? Are you loosened up? But even more so, are you mentally alert and ready to put your best product out there?
That'll go for a gain of 7, and that's going to bring up second down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here, and what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while, get at least 2 first downs, give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we've played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now at Commanders Field. It's Washington with the football, but trailing here as we begin quarter number 4. The offense on third down tonight, they've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. Throwing now is Daniels. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. It'll go as a sack, a loss of 3, and in turn, it takes us to a 4th down.
Sealer does a nice job of breaking through the offensive line and getting home, and he continues to be an underrated pass rusher from his interior spot, quietly racking up 10 sacks a season ago.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. 47-yard punt, a return of 4. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Dolphins offense and Tua Tagovailoa headed back out onto the field. And as we show you some of the highlights from earlier, he has been instrumental in getting his guys the lead as he looks to finish strong and close this one out. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. But good luck there as a ball carrier. You get handed that football, look up, oh, there's a big D tackle ready to swallow you whole for a loss.
Yeah, you kind of count on your guys to give you at least a little bit of time, a little bit of space to try and maneuver, but not on that one. And when you have a defensive tackle who's that strong, that agile, he's a lot to deal with. Sometimes you have to double him, and sometimes you're not able to block him no matter who's trying.
This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it, and they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for second down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. 1st and 10 here. On target over the middle to Hill. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd down and 3. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. He'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. First target, first catch, and a 1st down.
And it's a bit of a bounce-back season a year ago for Jonnu Smith when he set career highs in both catches and yards in his lone season in Atlanta. The Dolphins signed him this offseason in hopes that they see that continue.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. Here's Tua. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Now Tagovailoa, able to find the open man. That's complete. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. This is caught by Waddle. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Tagovailoa looking to throw it. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They'll run right side with Mostert. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late 4th quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on 3rd?
I don't. I run the football and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
On that snap, he's the hero of his defense after the play he just made. A one-possession game, and his hit kept it exactly that.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground, and now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
Back to throw is Tua. That is intercepted. And the Commanders are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line. So the ball changing hands on the interception, but meanwhile here we do have an injury on the play. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. This is 1st and 10. Back to throw. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
Oh, There's that man again. It's complete. And he is going to have a Miami first down, and the Dolphins are going to win the football game. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column. It's first and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. To throw is Tua. And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game.
And that touchdown, Charles, with very little time remaining, boy, it just sucked any energy and momentum out of the other sideline.
Yeah, take an incredible comeback in the final minute to bring this one back to even. A great series there offensively. They saw an opportunity to slam the window shut, and they followed through.
Sanders now to add the extra point. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14. They had the short field, and they made quick work of it. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Well, now how about this return? And he'll return this one all the way onto the other side of the field.
There's no downplaying that we all knew that this was a critical possession, and to get a return like that to start things off, that's the spark that they needed. That's the spark they were looking for.
A throw left sideline falls incomplete.
To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, but a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
One last shot at the end zone. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game.
Well, CD, for the losing side, they had opportunities in this one, but big plays just didn't go their way, especially late, and they have to suffer the L here.
It certainly felt like that takeaway, once it happened, and knocked the wind out of their sails. They just couldn't get their equilibrium back.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we sign off from Landover.